Hey everybody, my name is Akeem Oh. I'm a singer-songwriter from Ottawa, and I'm here to talk about my music video for Winter Crush. I'm from a small town called Ottawa in northern Ontario, so it's about 2,000 people, and it's basically in the middle of these huge kind of mountains that like surround the town, and I really wanted to have that small town feel in the music video, so we chose Chelsea as the spot to film. Everything was in close quarters as well, so like we used like the ice cream shop, a pub, and a coffee shop, and they were all right beside each other, and we kind of made it seem like it wasn't really all beside each other with different ways of filming the video. Yeah, we really wanted to get a small town feel, and we got it in Chelsea. What I initially wanted to do is I wanted to create a song that was overwhelming. Like you're on your way to the first date with someone, and you're just really excited about this new thing going on. And I wanted to fill it with a bunch of layers and just make people feel overwhelmed, and make people feel happy about these first initial dates with someone. It's an intense, epic type of track. If you listen to the track a little more, there's a lot of hidden meanings all over that track, and what's cool about that track too is that there's a lot of little pieces from that track that have ended up in some of my other songs that are going to be on the Dizzy EP. The era that I consider myself in is called Dizzy, and what I was doing with, and what I'm still doing with my music, is I'm exploring relationships I have with family, friends, and people I've seen, dated, and the feeling that I always got from some of those situations was that I was dizzy and overwhelmed, but not necessarily bad dizzy. Like a good dizzy, a good dizzy of a big mix of emotions. And yeah, the only way I could really put that into a word was by saying dizzy. I've always been interested in film. I've always been interested in things that make me feel things. So it was really important for me to have a video that also worked with the music. So the music was overwhelming and at times cute, so I wanted a music video that was like that. I was working doing some contracts with a company called Fireside Pictures for Hallmark movies, so they were also able to take the initial idea I had with the song and kind of blow it up, to have this kind of surreal date shown in the music video, and have dancers that kind of amplify the feelings of those two characters in the video. So in the video we have Future Shock, which is a dance group from Ottawa, and initially I didn't want dancers in the music video. That was actually the director, Andrew C. Aaron, who was like, oh yeah, let's get dancers. And at first I was more like, oh, that might be a little cheesy. I'm trying to make a serious type of art statement, what artists say. And then he was like, no, I'm making the executive decision on this, and you'll see it's going to be great. So, yeah, I went to dress rehearsal the day before we started filming, and then I started to see the vision, that these dancers were going to add not only to the experience, but to the video, and I think that the video would be very different if it wasn't for them. I think my favorite scene from the music video is the snow fight. Anyone that knows me knows that me and snow, we do not really mix well. I'm just always cold. And yeah, for that scene, we might have filmed about 2 hours worth of footage of us just like throwing snow at each other. And then we actually did a dance sequence in the snow as well. And yeah, there must be over 12 hours of footage for this music video. And you know, and all of it is kind of crammed into, you know, that 3-minute mark. So that was definitely one of my favorite moments to film, just because like everyone was just like, you know, we weren't really acting at that point. You know, it was just like, okay, just have fun with it. And we had 2 cameramen filming and just like capturing moments, you know. And I'm someone that like, in general, I'm really about moments. Sometimes I'll live moments and then that'll inspire me to write. So to have those moments like that is just something that I really like and something that really inspires me as well. So it was probably one of the coolest experiences I have had so far. Everyone that worked on the music video, all the extras, the dancers, my co-star, Sarah McCulley, everyone was just such a vibe. You know, everyone brought so much, not only to the video, but its process. You know, like everyone was like eating together on breaks and joking around and dancing. Like it was actually such a great experience. And it's kind of like goals for me now, you know. Next time I film a music video, I want to have a certain vibe, you know. And generally in my life, I try to surround myself with people who are creatives or people that have this type of vibe and are, you know, positive. And yeah, that just completely added to the experience to have those people there. And it definitely added to the video as well. Like you can see that in every shot, we're having a lot of fun doing what we're doing. Yeah, I'm hoping to release the Dizzy EP as soon as I can. With the pandemic and everything, it's been a little more difficult, but like I feel like I'm learning to be a little more self-sufficient when it comes to what I create, which is also part of my goals. I'd love to eventually be able to fully record my music at home. All of my pre-production and a lot of Winter Crush actually was done at home, and then I would go into studios and finish things off. And yeah, I think that the rest of the EP, like a lot of it I've done at home already, and then it's just I need to head to a studio and finish the 3-4 things that are left and finish the mix and release that baby. I think one thing that I would really like for my music and things that I create, I would love for people to almost kind of dissect what I do and to kind of question what I do. You know, like I'm someone that like when I listen to music, I will go out and find every fact about the song. Like for me, it kind of adds to the experience. And yeah, I feel like I put my all into what I create, even if it's pop or if it's, you know, whatever type of music. I usually always leave something personal in there, and I want people to discover me and to try and figure out who I am as a person. Yeah. I mean, I love to listen to a lot of things going on locally. I love to go to shows when I can and to art galleries. And if I had to pick like a few artists that really speak to me at this moment, first of all, I would say Kimia. So Kimia is a Franco-Ontarian rapper. He is just brilliant. He's been one of my friends for years. We used to work together at La Fesfo, which is a French youth organization. And he's just probably one of the realest and kindest people I have ever met in my life. And I feel like I haven't seen him in like a year and a half, and I need to see him and I need to create with that guy. He's just he's on another level, and I feel like every time I see him I just like bow down. He's really cool. Other than that, Float Point, which is Paulo Passe's project. He's a really good friend of mine, and he is probably one of the most talented people I know. He's honestly brilliant. There was a point where like I would send him ideas, and he would send me that idea back and bring it somewhere else. And yeah, he kind of challenges my ear, you know, and challenges my creativity. And he's constantly putting music out, and it's all done by him at home in his basement studio. And yeah, he's just so talented, so talented. Other than that, there's also Koblu, which is a visual artist who I met at this art event a few years ago. And for the longest time, we would just go out for coffee once a week, and we would just talk about art and like our process. And I feel like that's also one of those artists that's been able to kind of challenge me to think differently and to create differently. And it's also one of those people that like I haven't seen in the longest time because of the pandemic. And I think it'll be one of the first people I'll see when all of this is over, and we'll grab coffee like old times and talk about creating again. Yeah. There's also Chelsea Turcotte, who is like an upcoming dancer here in Ottawa, who's I find is just brilliant. You know, like sometimes there's people that you meet in your life, and like people that you look at and you know they have so much talent, you know. And yeah, she's one of those people that like never ceases to amaze me, just because like there's so much passion in the way she dances. And yeah, she's definitely going places. Hey, my name is Akeem Oh, and this is Video of the Week.